just getting started. 7:30 is when this officially starts today. So we got a couple more minutes. They're going to go do their handshakes, get their money together, and all that fun stuff. But I thought I'd come in and say hi to you guys while they're doing their last-minute shenanigans. What is going on? Kim, good to see you. Get my first sip of water in, that way have a full voice for the entire time. How's the sound? Does it sound okay? A couple times last week when I went live, it kind of was weird. Had weird sound, you know?
All right, we're missing 2 motherfuckers.
Nah. They're still missing 2? I think they're just outside, ready to go. And then we're gonna go. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. I love it. No. Yeah, can you all hold hands? Get up close? No. Yeah. Tall people on the back. There you go. There's JJ. There's Ryan Southall. You got John Starner right there. JT on the left. Buggea on the right. John Lescarbeau. Matt Lawless. There's Kevin Gallagher. And the captains are off to the side, battling over dollar bills. But it should be a great match tonight. The 2 home teams for Riverwalk Lanes, Lafayette and Riverwalk. I'm excited for it. Should be a great match tonight. Try to give you score updates as best I can as we go along.
I hope you're going to...
There is no automated scoring here or anything like that, so there's still pencil and paper, which is fun. There you go. There's Chris Gaz, captain, and Mark Ricci, captain. Nice. So we're going to start with JJ Tourigny on the right, John Lescarbeau on the left. JJ Tourigny from Team Riverwalk. John Lescarbeau is on Team Lafayette. Both count Riverwalk Lanes as their home alley. Both guys off to the right on the first ball. JJ right in the same exact spot. Already complaining about a hurt shoulder. Oh! That's why these guys are the pros. Everyone's allowed to have a bad box every now and then, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is not good. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 for JJ. 3. 3 for John Lescarbeau. Man, JJ again off to the right. Much better ball from Lescarbeau. At least that one hit the head pin. First head pin hit of the night. Every time I bowl against JJ, he has one of those epic nights. One of the greatest nights of his life. Hey! But I'm not bowling against him tonight. Tonight I am just recording. Hoagie, what's up, buddy? Jeffrey Scott Little joined. Ryan Moore's live. Nice. Welcome, welcome, everybody. All right, so we got Jeff Buggea on the right. JT Lyonnais up on the left. JT, a new member to the team. Taking Steve Body's spot. Both guys with spare leads. Gotta hit it. Gotta hit that front piece of wood, I think. JT with a nice spare. He makes his shot. There you go. First mark of the day. And Buggea with a nice solid 9 there. It's the best option at that point. You don't go for for all three. Just go for two. Buggea with the backup ball up on the right-hand side. JT on the headpin. Mini high-low for Jeff Buggea. Tough shot here. Both guys have not easy ones at all. I like Buggea's a little better, but yeah, hits the headpin, still doesn't go. Good evening, Disney. Good to see you, buddy. Rob with the heart me. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it, buddy. 9 and 9. Man, Rob with the team bracelet too. Thank you. That's what I like to see. People will come in and just start giving gifts. You guys are awesome. Alan Perot with the heart me. Thank you. That heart me's are actually awesome. If you guys don't want to give a lot, the heart me. Oh, strike from Ryan Southall. The heart me is big. It comes up and makes you part of the team. And apparently they're doing something with that right now. So, Nick, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while.
Take the bait.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they were doing this thing in the past week where the more team members you got on some ranking and leaderboard or something. So I wasn't around Tuesday. I had no Wi-Fi at all, so I just recorded it, and as soon as it processes, it'll be up on YouTube. It was a good match, though. Max was absolutely crushing it on Tuesday. All over the headpin for Kevin Gallagher. Yeah, definitely. Scoring is almost the exact same as 10-pin. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. The third ball is the only difference between the two, and that is just total pinfall. So if you, if you get 12 strikes, it is still 300, same exact. But if you get 10 10s, you knock the ball down on your third ball, it's just 100. Sunday is going to be a lot of fun. You're not going to see high scores on Sunday, Nick, but you are definitely going to have a lot of fun. I mean, these are my friends and the people that I think are hilarious. So, yeah, Sunday night is a lot of fun. So, I mean, did you see some of my teammates in their abilities? Yeah, not only is it only found on the East Coast, it's actually only found up here in northern New England. So you're talking like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. And that's about it. Oh, no. The splits on Tuesday night were crazy for the other team. No lie, like they must have had 20 splits each game. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for you to play any Candlepin up in Northern California. But you know what? This is a great time of year to come out here and visit. Don't come out here in the winter. Good ball from John Starner. Quarter Worcester from Matt Lawless. That is just the 2-pin right there. Might like Matt's spare chance a little better, actually. That was a really tough shot for John to make. Oh, nice try. They might still make it. Riverwalk's known to lean a little bit and have those pins roll back with a little bit of force. It's gaining some speed. Not enough speed, though. Not enough speed. John Lescarbeau sharing the live. I appreciate that. Oh, as he's here watching the match. Two captains here. We got Mark Ricci on the left and Chris Kaz up on the... No, Mark Ricci's on the right, sorry. Mark Ricci on the right, Chris Kaz on the left. I don't know my left and my right sometimes, you know? Mark Ricci, a little off the headpin to the left. Didn't miss it by much. Chris Kaz with one of the fastest balls out there. And just punched it straight through the headpin. Definitely like Mark's a little better here. Making the spread eagle is a very difficult shot. Oh, it's just the 3-pin. Unbelievable when that happens. It really is. I know there's a lot of space down there, but it never feels like there should be that much space. Kind of a slow start for both teams so far. Yeah, it really was. Considering you crushed the head. Oh, another big split for Chris Kaz. Ooh, another big one. It's a makeable shot, though. A nice piece of wood in there. He's able to kind of just clip that piece of wood on the right-hand side. That's what he was going for, but needed to be even farther over, I think. Kind of hit the pin also. Mark Ricci, $7 for him. 7 again for Kaz. 14 through 2. Now you're going to see everybody move their balls from one lane to the other because the ball returns are on the outside lanes here instead of the inside. Interesting feature here at Riverwalk lanes. So in between every 2 frames, they're going to have to swap the balls back and forth. Duckpin's a lot of fun. It's just definitely... Duckpin is definitely a tier below Candlepin. Candlepin is just the best. Yeah, that is JT, Nick. JT is now taking Steve Body's place on Lafayette. John Lescarbeau. Taking out part of the left side there. JT missing, JJ missing off to the right a little bit. Both guys just have mirror shots of each other. JJ, great try on that. Starbo trying to hit the small triangle on the right, didn't quite hit it. Definitely seems to be, Nick, doesn't it? Highest scoring Candlepin is 245. It's happened twice, actually. Ralph Sem was the first one to get it, and Chris Sargent was the most recent one. 300 has never happened. Great, how about you? Another quarter Worcester. Whew. That is the second time that's happened already tonight. Crazy. Nice spare there for Lescarbeau. The crowd cheers. I say the crowd, but there are a few people actually here watching, hanging out, watching the Pros Bowl. Always exciting to come down here and watch them. I knew someone was going to pick up on that, yeah. Yeah. Definitely one of the classics right there. We got JT, Lyonnais up on the right-hand side. My partner during the summer. Buggea way to the right there. JT letting it up a little bit. He kind of took some miles per hour off that ball, and it went perfectly down the middle. I like that. Great ball from Buggea. Hit the head pin. Didn't go like you wanted it to. He does, believe it or not, Michael. He's one of the only people who do it. He's got that kind of inside-out throw, and it's just the way his ball naturally goes. And it's hard to be accurate with a ball like that, but he somehow does it. Yeah, it's a solid 10 right there. Oh, he's got the high-low jack plus the 8-pin. His curve's a lot. But, I mean, you look and he hits his spots like most of the time. The ball can only be up to 2 pounds 7 ounces. What a shot from JT. So it can't be any heavier than the pins, and the pins are 2.5 pounds. So 2 pounds 7 ounces is the most it can actually be. Yeah, that was an incredible shot, by the way, right there. High-low plus the 8-pin, and he hits it. Incredible. If you don't know Candlepin, that was a very difficult shot, just so you know. Big Ryan Southall versus Kevin Gallagher. Braden, I'm doing great. Absolutely fantastic. Love these beautiful days and nights we've been having. Kevin Gallagher crushing the headpin. Let's go. Great ball. Yeah, we don't do that here. Oh, his ball curved a little bit out of the way there. Always easier with that third ball for some reason. I'll never understand why that's the case. Seems so easy both times, but the third one always goes. Great ball from Ryan, crushing the headpin right straight through, leaving a spread eagle. +1. Yeah, you don't even try. It literally just goes on its own. You know, because it always does. How often do the front of the lanes get changed? What do you mean by that? Like replacing all the boards and everything? I'm pretty sure these are some of the original boards that from the 1920s up there. No, I'll have to pay attention to that, Nick. They definitely get beat up more, but also you're not throwing a 16-pound ball at it. You're only throwing a 2-pound ball, so there's a big difference. Starner, that great ball too. I like Starner's a lot better. It's a nice piece of wood up in front of it. That Lawless is going to have a tough time here. Almost cuts it over. Starner here. It is dry. There is a protective coating on the lane that gets put there every 6 months to a year, but that's about it. So yeah, no oil, you know, you don't have to worry about that every single time. Like what the patterns are, there's no patterns. Now Lawless off the headpin. Yeah, this is Massachusetts. This is right on the Mass-New Hampshire border up in the East Coast. Right next to the ocean, a little town called Amesbury, Massachusetts. It is the greatest town in the world. My hometown where I grew up. Oh, come on, that pin was hit. That was a great fill, yeah, 9-pin, and then nice, easy spare here, too. Like that, 2 spares in a row for John Starner. Love seeing that. He's at 47 plus a ball through 4. $87.91 through completed boxes through the first 2. Chris Cass. Big ball. Kathy, what's going on? Good to see you, Kathy. Much better Wi-Fi here at Riverwalk Lanes than we had at Academy. There you go, Chris Cass. The blizzard in Portland. No, there's so many blizzards that happen. I don't remember that one. Yeah, you just expect Mark Ricci to hit those ones. Chris Cass not getting ripped off. Yes. It is very nice not worrying about that, but it is still a very difficult game, and it's hard to do, but a little bit, but it's not nearly like Jeff Buggea has. Through the first 2, I believe Riverwalk was winning by 4 pins, but they'll give me a total coming up soon. Oh, Mark finding the exact same spot. Yeah, ouch is right, chill. Wow, okay, that is a 5-1 for Mark Ricci. Not happy about that. Yeah, he is not happy about that, Nick. How? Not often. Like, normally people get more, like, I mean, 1 pin, or 1 pin for the entire box. Because you don't often get just 1 pin in the box. I'd say generally, like, non-pro bowlers get, 7 to 10 per box. So you run between a 70 and 100 for, your average bowler.
Lane 1, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, we get blizzards, like once a year, twice a year, but we get a lot of big storms, so. Yes, there were, Nick. There were quite a bit of ones on Sunday. But I think my teammates were a little below average, so. They all got 1 mark. Yeah, Rob ruined that by having a bunch. Yoink, right through the hole there. Yeah, it was my Sunday night league. If you didn't watch it, it is a lot of fun, and you're going to see a lot of bad bowling. This is not a casual league. This is the pro level. This is the Friday Night Pro League, and it is the highest competition league that is out there in Candlepin. See, there's a joke I can make there, Toadie, but I just can't. My wife would not be happy if I made that joke. It was something to behold, that is for sure, critic. But you know what? These are not my bowling friends. These are my going out and having a good time friends. And if you listen, like, we all were having a good time laughing. They were very happy to take pictures of their 69 that they got. It all depends on the league. Like my Tuesday night league for first place, I think it's like $1,500, and like last place is like $200. Yeah, we're having a good time. That's the most important thing. This league, payouts are huge for the top, but it's a very expensive league to join also. Pretty sure it's like $50 a person per week, which is just crazy. But you know, that's why it's the top competition. Yeah, there's only one in Ohio, at the Wyoming Civic Center. That's the only Candlepin bowling alley there. Yeah, well, it is the pro league, so you know, you got to put your money where your mouth is. In Candlepin, it is usually a good time when you can throw 100. If you can average 100 in Candlepin, you're going to be one of the best bowlers in your league. No curveballs here. Actually, Buggea's ball is actually kind of a curveball on it, but generally in Candlepin, you want to throw a straight hard ball. Yeah. I've definitely been to the one up there. I don't remember the name of it. So a pro level average is about 115 to 125. If you can average about that, then you are a pro. If you can average a 135, that's the best bowler in the game right now, is about a 135 average. Which is just the difference between pro bowlers and the regular league bowlers is about 20 pins per game. It is such a hard game that it's really a game of spares and tens more than strikes. Well, this is just, it is a regular league. So there's definitely events that are a lot more. But this is just the pro, like, regular weekly league. 2.5 pounds, Hawk Fin. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. That's why the balls are 2 pounds, 7 ounces. The ball cannot be heavier than the pins. You guys need to write bigger. 189 to 183. Lafayette with a 6-pin lead. Yeah, they travel quite a bit, some of these guys. That was a nice shot by John Starner right there. They can definitely travel if you want to be on a team. Sometimes you're traveling an hour just to go to your home bowling alley. But you know, with such a small area, it's really great that there's so many bowling alleys around here. Small area that Candlepin bowling is. Hawk Fan asked a question, do the lanes have oil? No, there's no oil on the lanes. There's a protective coating that they put on the lanes, about once every 6 months to a year, but that's about it. No oil. No oil patterns. You don't have to worry about any of that coming to Candlepin. Don't have to worry about strings. You don't have to worry about two-handed bowlers.
That's all right. That's all right.
Well, you got to remember that, you know, in this area there's a lot of, it's pretty compact. Most teams kind of stay the same every year. You're going to lose 1 or 2 bowlers probably each year, but looking at Team Lafayette, it's almost the exact same team. With Steve Boddy gone and JT Lyonnais taking his spot. Riverwalk, John Starner is the new bowler, and they got rid of Dean Sullivan. You know Dean from my Tuesday league. He bowled with me. No. This is just an old Candlepin lane. Candlepin has actually been around longer than 10-pin. And this has been the same lane since the 1930s, I think, 1920s, 1930s. And it's always been Candlepin the entire time. In fact, my grandfather worked here when he was a kid, setting the pins up in the back. Yes. He was not happy about that, Nick. He didn't find out until much, much later than he should have been told. Icarus, given a rose. Thank you for the #1 gifter. It was kind of a shock to me, too, when I found out. Just being such a good bowler that he is and being cut, kind of a surprise. I'm not exactly sure on the rules against that, but I'm confident, like 75% of the way, that you can't bowl with 2 hands. Stanley Crump. I did not see a question, but also I might just miss it. You can always re-ask it. Also, if there's any word that TikTok thinks might not be okay, kind of have to work around words like that. Correct. He's just on the street. A buzzer would sound if the lights were on. This Riverwalk does not have working foul lights. I'm not 100% sure on that, Michael, but I'm like 75% sure you have to do one hand. 2 pounds 7 ounces at the most, Nick. It can range anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7, but generally the 2 4s, 2 5s are for like the glow bowling balls that are a different material. Rachel, good to see you, Rachel. And most people who have their own sets of balls are going to use 2 6s or 2 7s. With 2 6s being the most common, 2 7s being the most common in the pro levels. 2 7s can be a little expensive. I think that's the same case with a lot of people LW, and I love it. Not many bowl 10 pin also. 10 pin in this area is a rarity. John Lescarbeau, the bowler up on the right now, is also a 10 pin bowler. But for the most part, there's no 10 pin lanes around here. So they generally just do Candlepin. Diameter of a ball is 4.5 inches. I will tell him you said hi. Yes, they switch lanes every 2 frames. They switch back and forth. True, I haven't seen you in forever, buddy. You should have stopped by, said hi. All I see, Todd, is I rolled and then it just stops. Yeah. Because this is an old bowling alley, the ball returns are on the outside of the lanes, so they have to constantly switch their balls every 2. Believe it or not, Michael Lou, they did this up in Maine, and generally the Candlepin bowlers beat the 10 pin bowlers. Hey, nice job, Todd. Okay, that makes sense, Drew. That makes sense. Yeah, so in up in Maine, there's more 10 pin places, but there's also a bunch of Candlepin places also. So in what town was it? Oh, nice shot from JT. They had their best bowlers from each house, the 10 pin house and the Candlepin house, do a 6-game matchup. And supposedly the Candlepin bowlers always won. But that is from the Candlepin bowler's perspective. When I was talking with the owner there, so he could just be making up stories. So this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. My hometown where I grew up and the greatest town in the world. It is not all power and speed. No. That's certainly a big part of it, but it's a lot about the accuracy and learning how to use your the wood to make your spares. Whoa, JT, who is this guy? Where was that Tuesdays? So JT bowled with me on Tuesdays during the summer. Certainly didn't have any double strikes that I remember. All of a sudden now he can bowl now that he's on a protein. Oh, nice shot from Buggea. Nice shot. Nice job. Jeff, Rachel says hi. Teacher, I assume. Works at the school. You said hi the other day to her. You talked to her. What's that? Where was it when you said hi? At whatever school you dropped the kids off. Okay. Yep. Alright, he said hi back. Yeah, absolutely. The more likes, the more people get to see it. Oh, what a shot from Kevin Gallagher. We need that little machine that just taps the screen for likes over and over again. I get ads for that all the time. Ryan Southall, just picking one of them. What's up? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Give me two. Take 2 drinks.
Wow.
I'll go in your chat and I'll give you 2.
Yeah, he said he knew who you were after he thought about it for a second. Kevin Gallagher on the headpin there. One of the great things about having so many pro bowlers around is if you ever have a question of where to place it, you can just ask your teammates and they're full of information. Nice 10 there for Kevin Gallagher. Through 6 completed frames, we have I have no idea. I can't read that again. Stephanie Rife, look who it is. Good to see you, Steph. Matt Lawless on the right, John Starner on the left. How good to see you. Yeah, every once in a while, like, TikTok just doesn't push my stuff, and then I don't see people for a long time. I don't understand what happens at that point, but oh, fingers crossed. Hoping and praying for you, for sure. Wow, look at that. Now Lawless missing to the left. Starner getting it. Nice 10 there. Now Lawless crushing the head in. Well, there's only these two teams going, and then there's some regular bowlers on lane 1. But besides that, that's all that's here right now. No, we are not in Canada. This is Amesbury, Massachusetts. Right on the Mass-New Hampshire border, all the way on the East Coast. Great ball. Oh. I have not won any tournaments. In fact, I think the only real tournament I entered was the King of the River this past week, and I got second to last place.
What's up? What's that ask you? You want to do Thanksgiving this year with me? What's up Thanksgiving? It's at Leo Lane. It's like, there's like 3 shifts. It's Thanksgiving Eve. It's a 3 to 6. There's a 3 o'clock shift, a 9 o'clock shift, at midnight. You don't have to, I know, I wouldn't expect it. But,
Yeah.
because I normally do it
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
You let me know when.
What would you prefer, 3 or 6?
3.
3? Okay.
I don't like staying up late.
You want to do midnight?
No, not even a little bit. Midnight, I am like dead asleep every single night.
You should see it when everyone does like the 5 strings and you're like, and then it's midnight and you're done by like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Oh,
And then you're driving home from Lita.
no, not doing that at all. No.
It's a fun tournament though.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I know Scally invited me to do it last year, the year before, and but he wanted to do like a midnight. I was like, I'm sorry, no, I'm not doing that. All right. East Brookfield, Mass. I don't know that alley. Academy Lanes, I'm there on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Always Tuesday. Tuesday night is my bowling night. Yeah. Oh yeah, Bogey. Okay, I definitely know Bogey Lanes.
I'm going there tomorrow.
JT is going there tomorrow. This person's parents used to own it for 22 years.
Really?
When it was Eastbrook, Bay Path alleys.
Yeah. Bowled there once. My second time ever going there tomorrow.
That's for the match.
No, it's it's a tournament. It's like a knockout.
Okay. Yeah, Tuesday's a great time. We have me, my son Max. Max is still on the team, and we have C-, pro bowler, great guy, good guy to be around. And
JJ.
I think he averages like a 117, so he's also a really good bowler. So it's a good time. Yes. Yep. Just like in duck pin bowling, your third ball is just total pinfall, and that's it. First ball is still a strike. Second ball is still a spare. Right, JJ Tourigny, great first ball. Strike. John Lescarbeau with another great ball too. Yeah. So Rex Harris, you can find Candlepin bowling mostly in northern New England and Atlantic Canada. So you're talking like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Outside of here, there's one in New York, one in Ohio, and that is it in the entire country. All right, go have fun with Fortnite LW. Hope to see you again soon. I'll be live again Sunday morning and Sunday evening, so hopefully I see you then. Rex Harris with the heart puff, thank you. Yep, I just watched Tommy Olstad bowl relatively recently in Portsmouth. Steve Renault still is around also. I don't know Bernie. Hey, Dan Esdale, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. As he bowls is the only person during the mixed worlds whose girlfriend / wife, I don't know what she was, brought me a snack. I was very happy with that. I think it was some sort of marshmallowy, good, delicious. I was very appreciative of that. Everyone else had snacks and they were feeding each other and their teams, and I just had to watch. But she gave me one of her snacks, and I was very happy with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I watched bowling growing up with my grandmother, but I wasn't really a part of the community until really I started doing this, you know? So I'm still relatively new to everything. White. Okay. I didn't ask, so I don't want to assume. Hey, Barbara, how are you? No, they're not wood. They are plastic or rubber the entire way. Hollow down the middle. Awesome. I love to hear that, Scott. Thank you so much. Again, I don't know Dan that well, so I'm just, you know. I know him, I recognize him, but that's about it. So, good to know. But yes, I was very thankful and very appreciative of that. And I still remember, that was one of the best parts of it. Hey, look at that. Nice spare for JT. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, surgeries can do that. Injuries are tough. JT finishing out his 10th box. Great first ball there. 8-pin drop, big fill. JT finishing with, I will give you his total in a second. 140. Nice job, JT. Not bad, kid, not bad.
Man, I know the strike wasn't there, but I thought I hit the whistle. That looked good.
Yeah, I haven't been duckpin bowling since, I don't know, 2020, I think. I think we went right after COVID reopened everything. Not quiet, 140. You threw that double strike in there, Nick. What a shot from Kevin Gallagher. Beautiful spare right there. Yeah, he must have been. Ryan Southall crushing the headpin, leaving a small triangle to the right. Kevin Gallagher all over the headpin and getting nothing out of it. Got to hit that front pin if you're going to go for the triangle. No, there will be no 300s. Most likely no 300s. 300 has never happened in the game of Candlepin. I hope that I can record a 300, but honestly, I'm hoping to record a 200 at some point. 176 is the highest I've ever recorded. 245 is the most that's ever happened in the game. The 10 Candlepins are in the exact same formation as the 10 pin. So you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I mean? Same exact way as that 10 pin. Good ball from John Starner. Lawless, that pin doesn't want to go. See, you're using big words. Equilateral triangle, that's way too big of a word for me, Stanley. I'm just a truck driver with a phone, you know? With a cramp in my foot. Oh, my foot is cramping up so bad. Shake it off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Oh, that was tough. I haven't had that happen in a while, but I must have just moved my foot the wrong way, or the toes, and my whole end of my foot just started cramping up real bad. Oh, me too. Like, I get them overnight a lot, especially if I've had a lot of salty foods, or if I had a little too many lemonades. I have, maybe, but I've been drinking plenty of water. I don't think I'm dehydrated. That usually happens overnight if I'm dehydrated, for sure. Like, I get those leg cramps. Ooh. Oh, there's nothing worse than that. Great try from that Lawless. Starner with a cover ball. use here, Nancy, unfortunately. I can't even move once I get my pick. Oh, I've only had both legs one time, and that was miserable. I can't imagine having them in both legs a lot. Ricci with a great first ball there. Totals right now. 3-pin difference, I think, right now. At least according to the phone in front of Buggea. Oh, nice try there. It's coming down to the wire right now. How do you even stand up at that point, Feather? What is it right now? Even right now, everybody. It comes down to the final box. There's Kaz. One more. He needs one more. Okay. Everything's even for the two captains. Mark Ricci taking his time. Oh, misses it. There are two. There's the spare for Chris Kaz. There are two teams that are at Riverwalk. There is Team Riverwalk with Mark Ricci as the captain. And then there's Lafayette Lanes. That was the name of this place before it was Riverwalk. And that is Chris Kaz's team. Well, that is enough to win it for Lafayette. Yeah, so they're both Riverwalk home teams, but technically Lafayette is at home tonight. Quinine is it's like a chemical that's found in a lot of different things, but it's like naturally occurring, I think, also. Usually tonic water has it. Lescarbeau starting with a strike. Hi. Who said we were going to see a 300 tonight? We only need 11 more of those for the 300. Can't get a 300 if you don't get it in the first one, you know? How crazy would that be if we got to see a 300 tonight? That's all. Just 11 more strikes. You did it once. It is definitely not a poison. Oh, hit the head pin hard, but 300 is not going to happen for John Lescarbeau. That's the worst thing. Like, you throw it, you... Oh, what a try there for Lescarbeau. Yeah, most tonic water will just have a feather. If you just look in, like, the Schweppes tonic water. $5.26 pins. 531 to 525 was the final there. JT. Buggea. Both guys on the head pin. Both guys with spare leaves. JT is obviously a lot easier, but that one was no bowler's call. Doesn't want to joke around about that right now, like he does on Tuesdays. I always try to wake my wife up and try to have her like massage the leg to try to get it so it goes away. JT, that ball bounced about a foot in the air. Nice 9-pin film. Oh no, not a film. I'm sorry, he only had the 9 because he was a gutter ball last time. Misses again to the left on that spare shot.
What? I blame you for all of that. No, all of it. All of it.
JT off to the left yet again. Scott Hill, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it. There's a nice shot from Buggea. Solid 10 right there. Kevin Gallagher up on the right, Ryan Southall on the left. There it is. Steer right for Kevin Gallagher. There we go. On the 300 watch. Get the souls. Good?
Can we go back in the tape?
I don't think I need to.
No?
No, I think it was.
The ball was on the lane.
Was it?
But the pin was in the gut. No, I don't know. I know it was on gut. I'm just trying to remember recall that because that pin was in the gutter.
Yeah, it was definitely.
I capped it like before it went in the gutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still no good, but it was like.
This is the 96
Nice. First game?
They are kicking ass now.
300?
Pretty good. They both do. 322 and 316.
I mean, if you consider each 20, every 5 bowlers, you should be above 100.
I don't know.
Like 120, like considering this, like every bowler is, every 5 bowlers, you get 100, and you do 120 instead of 100, you end up with 600.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just.
Kicking ass!
Wish there was a Candlepin center closer to you. I wish there were too, AJ. I really do. Oh, excellent. Good to see you. I love Candlepin, and hopefully can try to bring more people back into it. And Lee, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. Yes. Biggs, Riverwalk Lanes is very old school. They love the old school feel, the vintage feel. And that is definitely what this is. You want to know what bowling was like back in the 1950s, 60s? This is it right here. I'd say even earlier than that, but there are automatic pin setters in the back, so. I could not connect to the Wi-Fi at all, Lee. I sat there for a half hour just trying to connect. Like it showed it was there, but I couldn't connect to it for whatever reason. So I just recorded it, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, but it's not the same. Yeah, Mark Ricci is the owner here. Does a great job running this place, and he got some nice synthetic lanes, and then he decided, no, I just want to stick with the old wood and just keep everything the same. Uh-oh, Nick and Lee here at the same time. Nice shot from Matt Lawless. Sir, in quotation marks. Okay, anchor bowlers coming up. That sarcasm was palpable. Palpable. Well, he's going to be a New Hampshire resident anyway, Nick. Okay, Chris is waiting for that wood to stop moving. And misses wide left. Missed by at least a foot over there. Mark Ricci nails his. All right, where's the ban button? Where's the mute button? Let's go. In this league, AJ, just 2. Some leagues are 5, some are 2. With a 5-man team, generally you do every 2 frames. Otherwise, you'd be sitting there for so long. Gaz getting a little lucky on that one. Missing to the left. Luckily the pin was held up against it. Nice spare. Who is that guy? Two marks there for Mark Ricci. So yeah, the entire team is in salmon colored. JT told me he put that in as a joke color when they were talking about colors, and everyone just said yes to it. So they went with salmon. Oh, look at that. Just the 1-9. I was told it's salmon by a woman, so. I agree, I would have said pink, but I trust a woman's color sense a lot more than mine. They know a lot more than I do. Hey, JJ Tourigny on the head pin. Big split, though. John Lescarbeau. Great first ball. Ooh, are you kidding me? Wow. I have no idea what even color fuchsia is. I think that's how you pronounce that word. Great try. Oh, did you? Excellent. You didn't even give me a call, Lee. Did you get to meet Rob Vacara, owner there at Exeter Lanes? Fantastic guy. Grab a drink over at Shooter's Pub. Great cheap drinks, great cheap food. Big fan of Exeter lanes. JT leaving the 4 horsemen with a nice piece of wood there. A couple nice pieces of wood. Yeah, it's a nice little bar area. You can grab like sodas, and the pizza there is fantastic. Yoink. Whoa. Dropped that ball hard. Been watching Chris Kaz a little too much. A 188 average isn't possible in Candlepin. The best bowler in the game right now, Birdie, has a 135 average. Okay, 118. Yeah, 118 average is very good. It's a pro level average. Oh, nice strike. If you can average between a 115 and a 120, you can compete with the guys all here. So how did you do, Lee? After 20 years of not doing it. JT finding the same exact spot 3 times in a row. Oh yeah, it is not an easy place to find. Not at all. You gotta go down that weird side road. Yeah, that's really, really good, Lee. That's fantastic. Gallagher with a lemon drop. Paul Grant's looking for his dollar. There's a nice shot from Ryan Southall. Yeah. It's fine, you know, I get it. You know, he's 15 minutes from my house. He doesn't want to call me. It's no big deal, Nick. You know. He calls me during game 1. I probably could have been there before game 2, but no, you know, no big deal. No big deal, Nick. Kevin Gallagher just moved a little bit to the left there. Southall easily could have had a spare there, but nice. Have fun down in Orlando. You going to Disney, Dave? When I think of Orlando, all I think of is I mean, Disney mostly, but then there's also Universal. But we are DVC members, so Disney comes first in my house. Mr. Popson, what's going on, buddy? Good ball from John Starner to start it up. Great ball from Matt Lawless. I like his a lot better. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, that was a perfectly placed ball there from John Starner, but nobody gives a hoot about the rules. Nobody. Because we know I don't swear, so I can't say that. That's crying. There's no crying in Candlepin. Good ball from John Starner. Big split there. Matt Lawless had some really good first balls so far. I would have loved to have seen that, Nick. Team Riverwalk is huddling up, talking about how they're going to hit this ball. Yeah, Zach, if you get all the pins out in your third ball, it's called a 10. That's it. It is total pinfall, so whatever you get down, that's what it is. So first ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. Exactly the same as 10 pin. Third ball is just total pinfall, so it would just be a 10. They're still going over everything right now. Talking about how to hit it. Mr. Popson subscribed. Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much, Mr. Popson. Subscribing is like the best way to support me. If that is what you guys, I would never ask anybody to, donate money to me. I mean, not really, but being a subscriber is awesome. Thank you so much. Michael, what's happening, buddy? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, unless you come to northern New England, you're not going to be able to find this almost anywhere. But I do say this time of year, it is beautiful around here. So I highly recommend a trip up here over the next month or two before the snow starts really falling in. And coming up here and do other things too, but Shane, this is called Candlepin bowling. The pins supposedly look like candles. But yeah, this is a great time of year. If you're ever planning on coming up to New England, right now is the time to do it. Come out, check out Boston, watch a Red Sox game, check out a Patriots game. They're going to be cheap tickets right now. Great shot. As 10-pin bowling, mostly the same rules as 10-pin bowling. So we do get 3 throws instead of 2, and we leave the wood up on the lanes to make our spares and our 10s. But other than that, it is the exact same rules. No oil on the lanes. That's a big difference. Pretty much just in northern New England, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont, and Atlantic Canada. So the really east coast of Canada also has a lot of Candlepin. No. If you're just out of the hospital, relax, get better. Mark Ricci punching straight through right now. Well, this is the regular bowling around here. 10-pin bowling, which you're referring to, is definitely a weird thing in this area. We just don't have a lot of 10-pin alleys. I say that, and then there is a 10-pin alley also here in Amesbury, but there's also 2 Candlepin alleys. So, a lot of bowling in this one small town. Oh, that is awful, Zach. Sorry to hear that. My little brother grew up with undersized kidneys, so he had a lot of kidney issues growing up, and know all about that. I was told if he ever had an issue, I could give him my kidney if we needed to. Yeah, I'd take a little break, relax for a little bit, get healthy. Although, if you are gonna, take some, I wouldn't go Candlepin bowling at that point, but it is just a nice area to do some casual walking around, Can I show you a ball? Yes, I can. Give me a second. I'll grab one. wait till these guys are done bowling this frame. And this is just the house ball. This isn't one of the fancy balls that people have on their own. Unbelievable. What a shot there. Ooh, another member on the team. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, scoring is pretty much the exact same as 10-pin. First ball still a strike, 12 strikes to 300. Spares are the same. Second ball, if you get a spare, you get one ball out of your next frame. The only difference in scoring is the third ball, which is just total pinfall, and that's it. Or why we got a break in the action. Here's the ball. See, it fits right in the palm of your hand. 2 pounds, 6 ounces is about this ball.
Don't let him trick you guys. He has giant hands.
Yeah. I don't have
He's
giant.
like Andre the Giant. You got dwarfism. What is it called? I don't even know.
You know what they say about big hands? No oil on the lanes, that is correct. Lee with a dolphin and some friendship. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's the ball. Like I said, 4.5 inches wide, and it is 2 pounds, 7 ounces at the absolute most. JT with a nice strike there. A lot better than his last box. Buggea just off the head pin.
All right, run it down there. Let's go.
Distracted while walking away. Mr. Popson with all the roses, thank you. This is definitely real ball, for sure. Yep, they each get three throws. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. Third ball is just the total pinfall if you knock them all down. And perfume was lit up too. Mr. Popson has been lighting it all up. I love it. I love it. You're too good to me. Thank you so much. Now we got to get these like numbers up, you know? Like an hour ago, we had 3.2, and it's been almost stagnant ever since. I don't even know how to respond to that, Nick. Is that why they don't let me have that fourth ball? Is that what it is? They could be, Zach. If you're asking anything that TikTok might find offensive, spell the word a little bit different, you know? That is definitely a thing that happens a lot here, Zach. And I didn't know that, well, that's a new one for me. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I could not see that before. Generally, they're going to cost somewhere between $250 and $350 for a new set of balls. So it's all for that one price. This is definitely bowling, Terry. This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is.
ask you a question, Tony?
Absolutely.
How many times during a stream do you have to explain the game?
It depends how many viewers we get, but if the viewer numbers are up,
Yeah.
it can be probably 40 or 50 times.
Because I know it is a very different game. By far, it is very
Yep.
It's funny, sometimes the 10-pin bowlers act like they've never heard of it.
They haven't. They really have never heard of it. I mean, it's only in these like 4 states,
Well, pretty much.
and really, it's only in 3 states.
Well, and 3 Canadian provinces, too.
Right, but in the United States.
Right, yeah.
And if you're from California, there's no way you'd ever hear of Candlepin bowling.
No, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
Like when I started this, I had never really heard of 5-pin bowling.
No, as had I. I had never heard of that either.
But I mean, it's popular in areas.
New Brunswick, a lot up in, what's the other province up there? Newfoundland?
Yeah.
It's very popular in Newfoundland.
Yeah, so they've just literally never heard of it. So they always are shocked by it.
I was thinking that earlier because I heard you say, no, there's no oil on the lanes.
Yep.
Like 7 times in less than 10 minutes.
Yep.
I think that's a world record. We're going to get Guinness in here to check that out.
Except every Monday we put bacon grease down.
Every once in a while.
Every Monday.
Just for the people I don't like. I put that on their approach so they stick.
Yeah.
Is that why I suck?
Yes.
I ain't even ashamed to say it.
Yes. The lanes are the exact same length as a 10-pin lane. In fact, most of the new synthetic lanes that people put down are 10-pin lanes. And the big difference between a 10-pin lane and a Candlepin lane is the lob line. You can see it right there. We have a lob line and they don't. That was Mark Ricci asking some questions about the stream. That was... Oh, that's Mark Ricci. Mark Ricci can ask anything he wants, okay? Mark Ricci allows me to come in here and record each and every week, and I love Mark to death. Yep, that first line out there is the foot foul line. The second line out there is the lob line, so your ball has to make contact with the lane prior to that. But still the foot foul line is up there. The lights don't work here, so if your foot goes over it, it's kind of an honesty thing. Which line is always the real question. Which line are they over? Well, because for him, he's just he finds it so weird that people wouldn't know what this is. But I don't think, you know, when you're in a community, you don't realize that other people don't know what the community is. And like, he's grown up in a Candlepin bowling alley doing different things, and it's just it's hard for people to realize that. Oh, nice shot from Chris Cass. Like, I'm always surprised when someone doesn't know what Magic the Gathering is, too. Yeah, no, exactly, Terry. Like, and that's what I always try to remember when I'm streaming, is this is always somebody's first time seeing Candlepin bowling. And I explain it as best I can every single time. He could not do it. Absolutely not, Nick. Like I said, I always assume that it's somebody's first time, and I want to make them appreciate Candlepin bowling and everything that it does. So feel free, anytime you have any questions, ask, please. It gives me something to talk about. Otherwise, I start talking about foot cramps and how I slept last night and anything else that's on my mind. And I'd much rather be talking about bowling and what's happening up on the lanes. So you don't curve the ball. Generally, Shane, you want to throw a straight, hard ball in Candlepin. Yep, it's the same length and same width as a 10-pin lane. Yep, 3 chances instead of 2. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare, and that third ball is just total pinfall, and that's it. Well, you're not going to. You're going to stop and get some tonic water with quinine. They are better at 10-pin bowling than a 10-pin bowler coming to Candlepin would be, if that makes sense. So yeah, of course, we're not going to be good at 10-pin, because I only know how to throw a straight ball. Every time I've tried 10-pin bowling, I cannot get that ball to curve. I have no idea how you guys do it. But I can still throw like a 150, 160 with a straight ball. Nobody's ever gotten a perfect, nobody's ever gotten a 300. In Candlepin, we actually have our own version of a perfect game, and you 10-pin bowlers might know it more as a clean game. Because a 300 has never happened, we call, if you don't leave a single pin standing through the entire game, a perfect game. Yep, most bowling alleys in this area are dedicated just to Candlepin. This has been a Candlepin lane since the 1920s, and most places are Candlepin lanes around here. Aiming points are all dependent on the bowler, believe it or not. So a lot of people use the arrows that are up there. Some people like to keep their head up and look at the pins. I think looking at the pins is better, but I also look at the arrows. So I wish I could keep my head up. I'm just not flexible enough. In this area, Sean, Candlepin bowling is the normal bowling. 10-pin bowling is the weird one. In this town, there is a place that has both Candlepin and 10-pin. And the Candlepin lanes are always sold out, and there's always an open lane available for 10-pin. Yes, it is marks and tens. Yep, you still always want to go for the 1-2 or the 1-3 pocket. Same way as you would in 10-pin. Except you don't want to hit it on the side here. You kind of want to hit it, I don't want to say directly on, otherwise you punch straight through, but you don't want to come like right to left. You know what I mean? But yeah, game time in Amesbury got rid of a bunch of their Candlepin lanes to put in some 10-pin lanes, and it did not work out well. Don't get me wrong, like on a Friday night, they're still going to be busy. All the lanes are going to be taken up because the place is very gorgeous. But the Candlepin lanes, middle of the day, are always sold out. Yes. And they use undersized balls to fit in those pockets. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Mr. Hobson, still the title gifter, sending more perfume. Thank you, Mr. Hobson. Great ball from JT. No oil on the lanes. Nope. There's a protective coating that gets put on there like once a year-ish, but that's about all. I got a gift swap. Ask title gifters what they'd like to see in your gift gallery if you plan to swap gifts. What does that mean? You guys know what that means? Mr. Popson did something. He lit up the donut. He lit up perfume. They're similar, but these ones are much simpler. And they're really easy to fix. They're long-lasting. And that's kind of the reason why this is not growing as a sport. You don't need to buy new machines almost ever. It's a very simple process in the back. Unlike 10-pin, where you have to constantly be sweeping the lanes, clearing the gutters, and all that stuff. You don't have to do that here. If you ever follow Autumn Mowry on TikTok, she owns a bowling alley up in Ellsworth, Maine, and she's always showing the back, what the machines look like and everything. And it's really great to see. Hey, look at that, Nick. Me and you had the exact same thought right there. Yeah, Autumn's great. She's having a baby very soon. Quantum with the heart me, thank you. Number 12 member, appreciate that. He just knows that anytime anyone talks about the behind the scenes, I love talking about Autumn. I think what she's doing up there is such a great thing. She's a young girl and she bought a bowling alley. Just trying to run it all on her own. It's not easy. And I think she does a great job up there. I've never been to Lanes and Games. I've heard about it, but I've never been there. 123 average. Woohoo! Nice job. I wish I could do that. Wait, 65 is your average now, or are you 65 years old now? Mr. Popson lighting up the finger hearts now. Mr. Popson's the man. Hi, Matt Lawless. Great first ball. John Starner has the 4 horsemen plus 1 in the back. Friendship necklace is now lit up too. 4 horsemen plus 1 doesn't go. So on the third roll, the pins stay on the floor until the ball is thrown. Yes, we leave the wood on the lanes to make our spares and our tens. Strikes are very rare. These are pro bowlers, and according to Candlepin Bowling Network, your average pro bowler will only throw between 1 and 2 strikes per game. TikToks, 10 of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you'll see these guys maybe throwing 1 strike per game. Probably over the course of the 3 games we're going to see tonight, they'll each throw about 5. If they're having a good night, maybe they'll throw, up to 10, but that'll be about it. Because even if you throw the perfect ball, hit the pocket perfectly, it doesn't mean you're going to get a strike. Which is why this is a game of spares and tens. Every pin counts on every throw out there. All right, we got the 2 captains coming up. Mark Ricci, captain of Team Riverwalk. Chris Kaz, captain of Team Lafayette. When this was Lafayette Lanes back in the day, my grandmother's sister used to own it. Terry Quinn. Great lady, still alive. Definitely still walking around. I see her at the local grocery store all the time. Just walking around, having a good time. So this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. One of the home alleys that I'm at, between this one and Academy Lanes in Haverhill, those are the 2 that I'm at the most. Oh, good to have you here, Randy. Yeah, Mark's been around. Mark's been around for a long time. Great bowler. World record holder. I appreciate that, Sean. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully I see you around. I am always live Friday nights, Sunday mornings, Sunday evenings, and Tuesday evenings. So I go live a lot. Hopefully you like it. Oh, nice try. Quan Quantum with a couple W's. Thank you, thank you. There's nothing down there near New Bedford at all?
Bedford.
Any lanes over there?
New Bedford. My family lives in New Bedford.
What is?
My family lives in New Bedford. No,
JT's family lives in New Bedford.
no, I feel like there's a duck pin alley.
Okay. Well, any theory why it's Candlepin, not Candlestick, Candlepin. Yeah, I do. I have a theory. I don't know exactly why, but my theory is gatekeeping. Like that is the biggest thing for me. Like they just didn't want.
Are they around Scotty Connect Road?
I don't know. Okay, it's not Campbell Pen either.
Candlepin?
Campbell Pen. See?
I like it.
Dominic with the lemonade. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I really think gatekeeping really held it back for a long time. Nowadays, what's really stopping it? The people who made the machines back in the day don't make the machines anymore. Jim Keefe. That name sounds really familiar. I don't know if he still does, though. Tyler, what's happening, buddy? Life is great. Love it. What's the difference between duck pin and candlepin? So, duck pin, the pins look really short, kind of look like 10 pins, but very small, and a slightly bigger ball. Great ball from
I
JJ.
want to drink that beer.
Candlepin balls are a little bit smaller with really tall pins. Is it possible the ability to score higher for walk-in areas?
Why? Stuff it.
Possible?
Yeah, but you know.
It is hard for an amateur to bowl well in Candlepin. It's really, it's a skill you kind of have to learn. And like I have a couple people on my Sunday night team, very new to Candlepin bowling. Like literally last week was their first week, and they were getting in the 60s. And that seems about right. Nice strike. Wow. Absolutely. Kyle, the more questions you guys have for me, the more things I have to talk about, and the less I have to talk about random stuff that's going on in my life. So, I appreciate it. You see what the totals are right now? 417 to 396 through completed boxes right now. With Riverwalk, I think, having the lead. That was quite the ball. Oh! JT, nice shot there. Mr. Popson, thank you for all the gifts tonight. You went way above and beyond. You're the best. The new subscription, thank you so much. Hopefully I see you again soon. And a lemonade. Look at this guy. And he sends me a lemonade on the way out. Dominic with another lemonade. Thanks, Dom. You guys, oh, what a shot from Buggea. That was an incredible shot right there. I don't think you guys realize how hard that shot really was. It's like, whew. Bam, bam. Sending a lemonade. Thank you. Hey, we're working on our goal. We're at, how many goals? I don't know. It doesn't say on there. I am told that is a backup ball. That is what people call it. That is just the way Jeff Buggea throws his ball, and he's always thrown it that way. Tough. Hitting the 7-pin is going to be hard for him, I would think. JT with a nice 10. So far this season, Bam Bam, I am bowling really, really well, actually. I think I'm averaging about a 108 in both leagues, and it's awesome. I'm loving it right now, which is above my normal average of like a, 104, 105. I think I kind of found my groove that I'm trying to do. You know, I think I was overthrowing, and I kind of brought it down a little bit, and it's been working for me. Yeah, thanks. And it didn't work out for me during the King of the River this past week, but it's a long season in the King of the River tournaments. Southall with a nice shot. Nice spare. This is string number this is, yes, the second string of 3. Oh, Moose definitely beat me. Absolutely. The only person I beat was Chris Curley that day. It is hard to say that, Nick. It really is. Like, I don't know. I think it helps me, but it also is very, very distracting also. But I like to do it. What's Chris's high game? Chris who? Chris Kaz? What do we have for a difference? Oh, okay. Hi, Lee. Good seeing you. Yeah, spend some time with the wife. Says 186 is his high single and 452 is his high triple. And a 452 is crazy, by the way. Only one of these bowlers bowl 10 pin, and that is John Lescarbeau. I'm going to try, Lee. I'll try. Just 10 pin is not big in this area at all. It really isn't. So generally you want to stick with Candlepin, but like I said, John does both. But I think he's the only one out of these guys that do. Mark Ricci is the world record for the triple. Like a 500 something. It's ridiculous. Night, Lee. Hopefully I see you on Tuesday. You own 6 bowling centers? No way. Why aren't you putting Candlepin lanes? See, you're the kind of guy who we need to talk to get some Candlepin lanes going across the country. Near you, there is one, believe it or not, the Wyoming Civic Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, has a Candlepin bowling alley. The problem is, you have to rent out the entire bowling alley if you want to use it. It's like mostly for like wedding parties and things like that. Other than that, if you just want to go to a regular place, you're going to have to go to northern New York in Albany. But yeah, the Wyoming Civic Center in Cincinnati, Ohio does have some Candlepin bowling. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It's very, very regional sport. Like, it is very much stuck in this one area. Nope, that's the problem. There are... What a strike from Mark Ricci. You almost have to make your own pin centers. Like, that's the problem right now. what can I say? It's the closest to everybody else, you know? Come to Massachusetts, you got plenty of bowling alleys here. And Massachusetts is the best state ever. I agree with you, Nick. I can tell that New York education right there. Yoink. Just straight through the middle. Oh, nice try on that. Totals were Riverwalk winning by about 250. Not really, but I get that, Nick. I really do. You're fine there. You can. This is the last game. This is the first ball of the third game. That is very true, Nick. You do. Yeah, I've definitely tried duckpin. There's a place in North Chelmsford, or like, I think it's North Chelmsford. That's the name of the lanes, at least. It's kind of like in the basement, but yeah, they have duckpin over there. Believe it or not, these lanes are older than the 70s. These are from the 1920s or 30s, Jetta. But this is Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Great question. I think there's 12. JT, how many teams are in this league? 12? That's what I thought. Double checked, it is 12. 8 make the playoffs, 4 don't make the playoffs. This is in America, just so you know, Chuck. This is Amesbury, Massachusetts. But is it harder than 10-pin bowling? Yes, it is. Candlepin bowling is the hardest form of bowling there is. Yes. Yep. 12 teams. Each one is supported by a lane. So, like, both these ones happen to be out of this one place. But then, like, Central Park Lanes has a team. There's 3 teams. Academy has a few teams. And they'll travel around to the different ones in the area. I think it's more fun than 10-pin bowling. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy 10-pin bowling whenever I go, but there's just something special about Candlepin that you don't know until you try it. What a try from Jeff Buggea. Like right now, every tournament that's being run is selling out. Like, Candlepin bowling is taking off right now. Like, leagues right now are filling up so much that the lanes are turning people away. Now, that could be because we've had a bunch of lanes closed recently, and so all the bowlers that were at those ones that were closed are now trying to find new alleys to go to. But like, my Academy League on Tuesday night can only have, whatever, 16 teams. And we're sold out. Like, if you don't have a legacy team, you're not getting a team. Like the best bowler in the game right now wanted to be on a team, but there was no spots for him. Yeah, it is. It's hard. Like, luckily we got in when we did, and we had no trouble signing up the first year. But now, like, they just ask us like 3 months ahead. Do you still want your team? Like, yes, I definitely still want my team. It's me and Max, and then we weren't sure who was going to be the third member this year, but we got C-, who's a great bowler. He's got like a 117 average, so can help carry me when I start bowling poorly again. Like, I'm a good bowler, but I'm not on the par with these guys. Basically, Dom, if you want to, you just gotta, talk to the other people who are in it and sub in a few times. Usually, that's the biggest thing. You just sub, and then the people get to know you better. Honestly, the pin setters for Candlepin are better than the ones for 10-pin. And that's the biggest problem with it, is they don't break down. They break down, but easily fixable. And you don't have to buy new ones all the time. So because of that, you're not buying new ones all the time. And it's just the way it goes, I guess. Yeah, like, I know who you are, Dom, but do they? Like, that's the big difference. Yeah, they definitely did them all in the past. They just don't want to do them again, I guess. Yeah. Like, if Max were here, he'd be able to tell you. I mean, Mark could tell you also. All the different machines that they have in the back and everything. But yeah, all the companies made them back in the day. Or make some new Candlepin ones. Yeah, ever since I was able to go live, I tried to do a couple different things that I like to do in my real life. And Candlepin really took off for me, so I've just been sticking with it ever since. And, my highest game is a 164 for a single, and for a triple, it's like a 411 or something like that. But that 411 doesn't even count because it was at Millis. That place is just so fast. Oh, I don't even know. Like, my worst recently was probably like a 72. I think I had a 72 at one point relatively recently. And that is just one of those times when nothing works for you at all when that happens. Like, generally I average over 100. Like, anywhere between 104 to 110. And I can definitely do some bad games though once in a while. That's why it's an average. For every 120 you throw, you're going to throw a couple 80s and 90s. Yeah, learning how to use the wood is key to becoming a better bowler. Like, to know if you want to hit it on the red line, if you want to hit it to the left of the red line, the right of the red line. Do you want to cap it? And just the way to learn to make it move. That's a skill that you learn. Much like 10-pin bowlers learn how to use certain patterns, since we don't worry about that, you got to learn other skills. Yes, I will be doing the King of the River again this weekend. Yeah, I'll be doing it this weekend, and then not next weekend. Next weekend, one of my best friends is coming back on vacation, and I'm going to spend as much time with her as I can. Sweet. Can't wait, Dom. My best friend recently moved to Colorado, and she's coming back for the first time. So, like, there's gonna be like 5 days where that's all we do is just hang out with her. All right, let's see what we got for totals now. It's 91 to 90, 80. Oh, no. Mrs. Magic is also her best friend. She'll be right there with me the whole time. No, just good friends, that's it. But we are very excited for her to come back.
Rip up.
What an out.
1 and 10.
What an out.
I got sometimes.
They switch sides every 2 frames. So they each bowl 2 frames at a time, and then once they cycle through all the bowlers, they move their balls to the other side and then bowl on that side. Yeah, if only 2. This game would be a lot harder if you only got 2 balls.
I say left wood.
The scores would be so small. Like,
The ball might come back something. Next time. Try it for a 10.
it'll go for a 10.
Yeah,
There it
that
is.
one. That one.
It doesn't go for the spare ever, but that third ball, it always goes on the third ball. What a shot. What a shot.
Coach. I can't do this anymore, so I just coach.
Oh, great ball from JT.
We use up all our strikes tonight? Did we use up all our strikes tonight?
I think you did.
That was a huge ball right there. Buggea off the headpin. Even the 4 horsemen. There it is. There it is for JT. Nice spare. Jeff Buggea, decent ball, but a little too full. KC, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you like Candlepin bowling, I go live multiple times a week, so. JT all over the head pin, but man, leaving a nice spread eagle. Big split. Buggea. Nice explosion though, leaving the 7-10. JT doing the smart thing, taking out one side, then take out the other with the next ball. Can't always get a spare, so. Whoa, close on that one. Nice ball, JT. Like for real, Nick. His first ball has been very, very good. On the headpin. Struggling with his second and third ball sometimes, but his first ball is really, really good right now. I agree. Kevin Gallagher up on the right, Ryan Southall on the left. Great ball from Kevin, nice strike. Ryan with a decent ball there too, but man, big split for him. Yep, Chris Sargent does still bowl rarely, but he bowled, I think on the Thursday League at Academy is the last time I saw him bowling. He's very up and down. Simbo, thanks for the lightning bolt, buddy. You'll see him bowl consistently 120, 120, 120, and then 95, 95, 95. So right now he's on a good streak. Great ball from Kevin Gallagher. Ryan Southall on the head pin. I like, actually, they both have pretty decent spare leaves here. See what they can do with it. Oh, Kevin missed way to the left. Ryan with a nice spare.
You deserve that. That a boy, John. Way to fucking be, buddy.
John Lescarbeau making fun of Ryan for having to use the wood to make that. Pretty sure that was the only way it was going to go, but. All right, Matt Lawless up on the right, John Starner on the left. Great ball from Matt Lawless, right in the pocket. John Starner off the head pin. Half Worcester, they call that shot right there. When you just take out the 3-9 or 2-8. They found the head pin there at least. Oh, John finding that hole again. Yeah, you get 3 shots per frame. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. Your third ball is just total pinfall. So if you get them all down your third ball, it is just a 10. Nothing extra. That is called a lemon drop right there. You're supposed to donate $1 to Candlepins for Cancer every single time you do that. Paul Grant's going to be looking for his money. Yeah, Lawless off again there. Starner 2 full on the head pin. Needed to go just a little to the side on that one. Trust me, you need 3 shots in this game. If you only had 2, you would be getting some really low scores. Yes. Last year, JJ Tourigny did that, and I made a video about it. It was incredible. I loved seeing it. I was so happy when he did it. Yeah, it was during the Pro League also. Unbelievable. Great ball there, and just nothing showing for it. Yep, third roll counts. It just doesn't get, it's not a mark if you get them all down. So unlike the first and the second ball, if you, like, just like in 10, if you get them all down your first ball, having it be a strike, you get, you know, 2 extra ones out of your next frame. The third ball is not like that. Nice 10 there from Chris Kaz. Correct, right. Yep. If you knock one out, it's just a 10. That's all.
Just a 10? Oh, just a 10.
Fourth ball costs an extra $1.70. Man, I don't know if I would want to do that. That does not sound worth it. I'd rather get the goat. Come on, they're still falling for him. Missing the headpin, still getting an 8 drop. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, easily could have been a strike right there. Chris Kaz missing the headpin, left the only one left standing. Mark Ricci, never a doubt in my mind he was going to hit that one. Mark Ricci's too good to miss that one. Okay, 192 to 221. Good guys winning, Sean? Yeah. Lafayette's got a 30-pin lead, roughly. I'm not doing the math to figure out exactly the numbers, so roughly 30. JJ. Oh, that pin's still rolling. It's got some speed on that ball. John Lescarbeau off the head pin, but could still work here. Oh, nice try. Gotta hit that head pin. You want good scores, you gotta hit that head pin every single time. If you're ever watching me bowl, you hear me say that to myself constantly. Just a reminder. Great ball from JJ. Huge split, but I like that piece of wood. That wood makes it that shot possible. Strike for John Lescarbeau. Right now in the game, in my opinion, Josh Daly is the best bowler in the game. Justin Waters is a close number 2, but for me, Josh Daly is the best bowler in the game. If you watch my videos, I just bowled with him relatively recently, so him and my son are relatively good friends, which is nice. They work together. Jeff Buggea, great first ball. Nice 9-pin drop right there. Yes, 2 X's. M-A-X-X, but yes, Max is my son. And obviously Max is my favorite bowler. Nice shot from JT. He's gonna have to clear that gutter out because he's got a piece of, he's got a pin in there. Also one of the most frustrating bowlers out there, my son, but he does. He throws. He's pretty good. He's better than I am, that's for sure. Great ball from Buggea. His average is usually right around the 110 mark right now. Much better bowler than I am. She actually joined her first bowling league in many, many years this year. This past Thursday was her first time bowling in a league for years. So I can now say she does. She does bowl. When we first started dating, we went bowling a few times, and she always beat me. Like I was never into bowling as much as she was, especially when we were younger. So yeah, she was a much, much better bowler than me. But now she's definitely regressed a little bit since she hasn't bowled in a long time. Yeah, her and a bunch of her work friends and her mother are all bowling on the same team. Oh, nice try. One of my favorite stories about her bowling is she bowled in an old lady league because she just happened to have mornings off a lot, and so that was the league that she could join. And her average was so high they had to reset the top average that you could have because her average went negative. Nobody else in the league had over 100 average, and she was sitting at like a 102 or 103. My older son doesn't bowl. My older one just doesn't like it for whatever reason. But we have our own things that we do together. Yeah, the three people that still live at home, we all go bowling. I swear every night someone is going bowling. I think Wednesday, it's the only night somebody's not in a bowling alley. Saturdays also. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Other than that, we're in a bowling alley every day of the week. Right down the middle. Off the side. It's a tough one for both guys, but Matt's is a little easier. Oh, nice try from John Starner. I love to hear that, Bam Bam. Thank you. I always like hearing stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, I do what I can. I'm excited for it, and if I can share my excitement with other people and the stuff that I like about it, then that's great. You know, I'm just happy to be allowed here to record and share it with you guys. I'm always thankful when Mark Ricci lets me come down here and bowl, or lets me record. I'm always thankful when you guys show up to watch. I am kind of upset with like TikTok and them not showing me to more people. I kind of wish I could get the numbers back up, but it is what it is. When I first started doing this, I was getting crazy big numbers. You start with 10 pins, just like in 10 pin. The same the equilateral triangle, as I was told it was called earlier, in the same formation as 10 pin. There was one live I did last year, and I hit almost 1 million viewers, and it was crazy. I'm going to assume if it's in Michigan, it's 10-pin. So the thing about Facebook Live, I definitely could do that. But if I do, I have to set up my my laptop and do a bunch of other things with it, or set up another phone. I guess I could do that too. But Facebook Live has never gotten me the same numbers. YouTube Live has done better numbers for me than Facebook Lives. I've tried all that before. It's just, if I set up my my laptop, I can do a bunch of other recordings and go through OBS. And then showcase it in a lot of different places. I just don't get the numbers that I do here on, like I do here on TikTok. This is where I like found a home. Big split for Mark Ricci. At least they're all together for Chris Kaz. Oh, he's trying to kick it over. Oh, that 5-pin just does not want to fall down for him. There it is. Nice 10. I'll give you the totals again. You know what? I'll just take 70 through 6 if I can anytime. You know?
Just trying to keep the reputation strong.
Doesn't matter how you get there, okay?
No, I don't care how I get there.
As long as at the end, you got the big numbers.
It's true. But my last name ends in a vowel, so I gotta put some.
Well, there is just the 3-pin there, quarter Worcester. Let's see if he can do the quarter Worcester on the other side this time. Binman, what's going on, buddy? Yes, Mark Ricci owns this bowling alley. Yes, he does.
Yeah, you want the keys?
He actually owns 6 bowling alleys already.
Oh.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
He owns 6 bowling alleys, though, in Indiana, Michigan, that area.
Ah, okay.
We already get it. You got that pin.
Not Candlepin.
No, that's okay. I would have lost my mind if I owned 6 Candlepin houses. Come on, JJ, bounce right back, buddy.
He was looking for pin centers to put maybe a Candlepin lane or 2, but he can't find it.
There are nobody making new ones right now.
Yep.
We haven't had anybody making new ones since 1975, 6, when Bowmore went out of business.
Wow.
There have been people. Hey,
What a
that's
shot.
how to bounce up there, Tigger.
So who makes the flatbread ones?
So those are reconditioned old machines.
Okay.
Those are not new.
Interesting.
There was a company called Candlepin Sales.
His sanity is always in question.
Oh my God, dude, bro. Where was I? Oh yeah, no, there was a couple guys in Georgetown, Mass, called Candlepin Sales. They would buy machines from places that closed. Nice bounce, buddy. And they would take them all apart and recondition them, and like take a lot of metal out, put plastic in to just make them last longer.
Sure.
But nobody has made a brand new machine since the mid-70s. And that's a problem in our game because a lot of the machines are now 70 to 80 years old with no replacements in sight. On boy!
That is scary.
That is very scary. Every single one of our houses, there are no replacements in sight. And nobody willing to make a new machine. Brunswick has tapped out. AMF made one, but it was shit. And they didn't make any more. All the 10-pin companies companies tapped out of Candlepin because they saw it was a niche game.
Yep,
But
that
as of, it is. So as of right now, we have nobody making new equipment. The rule of thumb is know a machinist.
That's true.
That's the rule of thumb right now. Like if know a machinist and figure out a 21st century equivalent. Because if you can't, you're screwed. I just can't say it any more clearly than that. But this guy owns 6 houses. My God. May God be with you, sir. Whatever God you believe, have mercy on your soul.
I think he's offered me the keys like 10 times.
Yeah, if you want to take it.
Just, I'm not taking it.
I'm selling it for 10 grand and an ounce of weed. Cheap price. Not very much asking. Machines are working, everything's good. 10 grand and a bag of weed, I'm out of here. Look, a good 8 right there, bud. Good 8, good out.
He says it's a cheap date, so. Yeah, that's what he says. I mean, I don't know if he runs this place to make a big profit. Like, they both have regular jobs. He just does it for the love of the game. Yeah, nice 10 there. We are in the 7th and 8th frames. You're going to be seeing each of these bowlers just one more time after they're next up. Absolutely. You come here on any Friday night, and somebody should be here. If you come down, whether you're here, CPL, Academy, there's usually a team there. Yep, if you're ever in this area, you want to talk to Mark, it's Mark, not Mike, but it's okay. Just come down, let him know that you're going to be here, and he'll be here to talk to you. No, you're fine. I don't expect you to know everybody. I mean, he does have his name on the back of the shirt, but that's that's just me picking on you now. Hi, John Starner on the headpin. Now, Lawless took out the left side before. Stays in the same spot, but piece of wood really worked with him. John Starner, nice spare right there. Left, left, left every time right there for Matt. Close match going on right now. Now Lawless crushes the headpin, unfortunately after the big split. The 2-in-1s are always one of the hardest ones to hit. Again, another 2-in-1. Yeah, it was a nice try from Matt. Trying to split the two, that is the way to do it. Maybe since John saw one already, maybe he can make it now. Oh, that was the way.
I haven't heard him yell at the pins. He is. Oh my God.
Matt splitting him. There it is. Nice 10. All right, captain's coming up. Chris Kaz on the right, Mark Ricci on the left. Chris Kaz crushing the headpin, hitting just the 1-8. You don't see that in 10 pin at all. Not gonna see that one normally. Ricci got four still to go. Misses the headpin though. There it is. Both captains getting a 9 right there. Kaz, great first ball. Strike. Let's go. Mark Ricci, not normally a strike thrower. Very much a spare guy, though. Looking at it, interesting. He's got a 2 and a 1, but a piece of wood in the back is interesting. Might be able to kick that over. Hit the 1 over, but missed the 2. Missed the 2. A little unhappy with that. There he goes. Great throw. Good 10. .410, .412 right now. 2 pin difference. For this game. Only 2 pins separating these two teams right now. Both have 1 mark? Both of them have 1 mark. Hey, what's going on? What? Still going.
Come on, Bob.
JJ off the headpin. He's feeling his strike though. So he's going to have to get a few here. That is a 3 fall on the strike. Mark. I wonder how much maintenance is required for machines.
A lot. Yeah. About 500-600 moving parts. You tend to do your maintenance once a year in the summertime. Take a couple weeks, you go through everything. Greasing, tightening. Attaboy! If you stay on top of it, it's like any machine. It's like a car, you know what I mean? You stay on top of it, change your filters, you change all the things, your plugs, your wires, and they run, and they just keep going. Where these were made in the 60s and the late 50s, it's harder. Because they're just so much older. So, even if you do all the maintenance and do everything right, Murphy's Law, it was absolutely made in this game. Anything that can happen and break will happen and break. So the whole thing is just to be versatile and stay on top of it if you
that answered your question.
It definitely is like you want to spend a day or two when you're going through and conditioning every machine. You definitely spend a day or two in each machine. At least that's my regimen anyway. Hello, boy. Good out. Sorry, I gotta get back to the bench.
No, do your thing. Hopefully that helped. They answered some questions for you. I know nothing about this, the maintenance stuff. I know nothing about the behind the scenes. I know how to throw a ball and hit the pins that I want to hit. Whoa. Okay, Buggea, half Worcester to the right. JT, half Worcester to the left. Between the two of them, they can go all the way to Worcester together. Stephen Martin, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Well, this, as 10-pin bowling, I assume you mean, Dustin? Yeah, it's pretty much the same exact game as 10-pin, but smaller balls, smaller pins. We get 3 throws instead of just the 2, with the third ball being just total pinfall. No oil on the lanes. We get to use the wood to make our spares and our 10s, but basically the same game. But man, nothing going. He's got a nice piece of wood to work with. Buggea, I like the setup with the way his ball goes. He hits the pocket. It should. Nah, didn't hit the headpin though. Lisa. Oh, so good to see you, Lisa. I was kind of worried. I haven't seen you in a little while. Thank you for the hand hearts. Yeah, if you want to try it, Dustin, you're going to have to come up to northern New England. It's pretty much, sorry, you're going to have to come to northern New England because that's pretty much the only place you can actually find Candlepin bowling. Or Atlantic Canada, if you're up in that area. Hey, Ryan. Hey, happy birthday, Lisa. My dad's birthday today, too.
I'll mow it down.
My dad is almost the same age as you. I think he's 63 this year.
Only because you're fat. Yep.
But right around the same age. You do not have this in Virginia. No. Outside of New England, there's only 2 in the rest of the country. One's in Albany, New York, and one is in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, nothing in Virginia. Great ball. 2 guys, 9-pin drops. Keeping it close right now. Ryan Southall all over it. Look, it's good to see you, Lisa. Happy birthday.
Correct. Richard Simmons in a couple of minutes. May he rest in peace. You guys hear Richard Simmons died a couple weeks ago?
Yep, I will definitely do that. Oh. Yeah, if you ever want to talk to him, you can either look up Riverwalk Lanes on either Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, and message him. Kevin Gallagher. Wow. Hey, you got a little luck here. Got a few extra pins on there. Every pin counts. John Starner on the right, Matt Lawless on the left. Absolutely, Nick. I'm happy to do it. Like I said, I'm always thankful just that I get to come down here and record this. Great ball from John Starner. Now Lawless. Mirror shot right there. All right, Nick, I'll see you on Sunday. I'll be there Sunday morning. I'll be right here at Riverwalk Lanes. No good, he calls on that one. And off to the left. Tight game. Coming right down to the end. John Starner off to the right again. Oh, it's all over the head pin, leaving another big split. 3-1. Gonna have to kick it over if he wants it. Oh, that was a great try from John, but somehow only taking out the 1-7. It's almost too quiet here. I feel like I have to whisper. Oh, what a shot from John Starner. That was a great 10 right there. Gain 3 on that one. Okay, coming down to the end. Final 2 bowlers of the night. 2 captains in the 5th and final spot. Couple pins separating both teams. Chris Kaz on a strike. Keep rolling. There you go. Both guys, spare opportunities. Ricci nailing it. This Kaz missing left. Capping the pin. And a 9. Final frame, both teams. Mark Ricci on a spare. Two. Half Worcester left. Six pins. Great first ball. Mark Ricci. Chris Kaz missing left. And that's the game, everybody. Riverwalk took the game, took game 2, and I assume totals. So, thank you everybody for coming down today, watching. Thank you for all the gifts. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I appreciate those. Thank you, JT, for having me. And I seriously have the best fans on all of TikTok.
Everybody
Thank
that's
you.
watching, we're all better than that. We're all better than that.
They say they're all better than that, but they are what they are. So, anyway, everybody, thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. Sunday morning, 9:30, I'll be live again here at Riverwalk Lanes. as I enter the King of the River tournament. And I'll see you all then. Have a great night.